Hey there, Expediting with Lucy. I got some more nonsense for you. It's getting to be the main part of this channel. When I got to my first unit when I was enlisted in the Army in 1987, that year the United States military had the Reforger exercises. And Reforger stands for Return of Forces to Germany. It's supposed to be this big move when the Soviets roll in to start invading Western Europe, this Cold War stuff. We had equipment over there. We had our tanks over there. They were already loaded with ammunition, and they were in these little bunkered warehouses underground. And the idea was we were going to fly over there and jump in and go fight the Soviets. And that was just the exercise of going back and forth. That was the first and last time I was ever in Germany, and I remember the country's beautiful. People take pride in their equipment, and their houses, their yards. Everything's clean, organized. There's no trash anywhere, and any square inch of real estate not otherwise employed as a garden. Any little strip of land was stunning to me how they did that. Even beyond warehouses, there'd be a little plot. They just garden grown. It was just, I thought that was really, really interesting. Now back in the 80s, there were still a whole bunch of people that smoked, and the military was really prevalent. In Europe, in Germany, cigarettes are god-awfully expensive. I'm assuming it's the same today, I don't know. But they are like outrageously expensive. And individual Germans, I hung around the German army for a while, and individual Germans don't even buy cigarettes. They have old school cigarette rolling machines in their pockets, and they pull it out and make it. I've never seen one before, and they roll cigarettes because the tobacco is so outrageously expensive. And Americans can buy cigarettes at their own PX. They have a ration card, and I think, if I remember correctly, it's like a husband and wife are over there. Each one got a ration card. You can buy 4 cartons or something a month. I guess that's 20, I don't sign or smoke, 10 packs per carton. And the value on the black market was incredible on these things, even though it's all illegal and you can't do it. Yeah, everybody pretty much. Seems like everybody I talked to messed with the black market. And there were guys that would live off post and pay their rent with cigarettes. I mean, literally, there was another guy that I talked to had cigarettes for sale, and he had other enlisted guys that didn't smoke that had their ration cards, and they would buy their allotment, pay them, and then he would have like a duffel bag full of cigarettes. And once a month he would go to this it's called a guest house. It's like a restaurant, little bar, hotel on the side of the road. And he would go park in the garage, and he'd go eat and come back out, and the bag would be gone, and there'd be money in his ashtray or something, and he was making money hand over fist. But anyway, cigarettes are just a big thing over there in Germany and Europe in general. And again, that may have changed now because cigarettes are kind of fascinating. But our maneuver got us over by the east-west German border, and the way the border is marked is, it looks like, you ever seen gravestones that are flat to the ground, like plates and gravestones? Well, that is the actual border. If you walk up and look down at it, it's a plate marking the east-west German border. You go maybe 200-300 feet, 250 feet across the border. On the other side, they have the fence with concealed wire and concrete, blah blah blah. You come back on our side, and in this particular area I was in, you have a brown, red, and yellow, which is the German flag color, barber pole, and then you come back further, and there was a white and blue barber pole, and that first one was how far the Germans could get, and this one was how close the U.S. military could get. So naturally, I went through the woods and went by all of them and got across the concrete barrier. I was technically in East Germany, and I found a little piece of a fence that had a gate open with a walkway. I took a picture of it, and I used to have it on my wall. I don't know what happened to it. It's just a beautiful picture, and I was telling people, I actually took that picture inside of East Germany, and I got back out, and I went towards town. I was just walking around, and like I said, cigarettes are the universal thing, so everybody takes cigarettes with them because you trade. You can trade knickknacks, and it's just what everybody carries. So I had 10 packs of Marlboros. I don't smoke, never have, not going to try, not going to start now. I don't care. But I had them on me, and I went over by this area where it was like a train station kind of, and it kind of pinched off where the walls came together, and I was off the edge, kind of around a blind corner, and I'm standing there, and here comes an East German soldier. And he's walking with an AK slung over his shoulder, and they've got these big funny helmets they wear, and they're kind of odd shaped. And he's walking, and he's got his head down, and I'm just standing there watching him. We're not that far apart, and I'm thinking this guy doesn't even see me. And he walks walks and he gets right in front of me. He stops and turns and stares at me. We're 20 feet apart, you know, opposite ends of the Cold War. And he's wearing his rank. It's got like a little lapel. And I pointed at his lapel, and he looked down and looked at me, and I went, and I popped open my pocket, and I got a pack of cigarettes, a pack of Marlboros as far out of my pocket. That dude dropped his rifle on the ground, unhinged him, and threw him over the fence to me, and I threw that pack of smokes over the fence. And he snatched him up, put him in his pocket, grabbed the rifle, put his head down, and walked off. I'm thinking, this guy's been to this rodeo before. You know, that was a little too natural that he did that, and I had those little bitty pins. And again, I don't know whatever happened to him, but so they were little tank pins, and I thought they were really cool. So when we got backstage, I was discussing, you know, what they bought, what they traded, and I said, I got some East German. And they go, where'd you get those? Off an East German soldier? And they're like, what? that was a kick in the pants. And then on the trip back, we flew on Flying Tigers. And you can't smoke on the plane, and you were actually stuck in the airplane. Total of 14 hours. We did a stop in Iceland, I think, for fuel, but they wouldn't let you off the plane. So this is before, you know, vapes and stuff. So all the smokers are stuck on this flight for 14 hours without a cigarette, and I'm still carrying for somebody. And I remember turning to this guy next to me who was fidgeting his seat. He was losing his mind, and I went, smoke? Boy, that guy cussed me out up on site down. I'm such an ass. Anyway, that was just the thing, my one contact with the East German military that never happened, and now they're long gone. Oh well, time moves on. All right, this is Expediting with Lucy. I'm out.